ladies, what is up? Welcome back. Okay, we are going to be doing an upper body workout today. So hopefully you don't have to wash your hair today. That's all I got to say. We are going to do it formatted the same way as we are going to format our lower body workout at the end of the week. Okay, so we're going to do 2 exercises at the beginning for 3 rounds, and then we're going to do 3 exercises at the end for 3 rounds. Okay, so we have 5 total exercises that we are going to work through today, which means we are going very, very strength focused here. Okay, there's not any speed, there's not any really cardio except obviously working your muscles. So I want you to grab the heavier weights if you can, increase those reps if you need to, slower time under tension, right? Slower movements so that it's also more challenging for you. Okay, I also want to remind you that just because I only have 1 set of weights up here, which I would love to have a full rack, which maybe I will soon, it doesn't mean that you can't adjust yours, right? If you have multiple sets of dumbbells, change them throughout the workout, okay? Do your lateral raise with this one and your Renegade row with this one and your shoulder press with this one, okay? Because it isn't just, oh, let's get through the workout. You want to make sure that you're pushing yourself. So if you have those heavier weights that you can even do for 5 or 6 of the reps before you grab the lighter ones, great. Okay, progress is being made. You are getting stronger in those movements. Okay, so I'm going to show you all of your exercises first today, and then we can go ahead and get started. If you do not want to follow along in the whole workout, as always, it is typed down below, so you can just watch this beginning part of me showing you the exercises, and then you can work out on your own. Okay, if you would like to follow along and work out together, I will do that for you, so just hang tight. In the meantime, go ahead and start warming up. Okay, so it is upper body today, so I want you to try to focus on an upper body warm up. So arm circles, push-ups, down dog to a plank, right? If you go butt in the air and then bring yourself back down to a plank is really good to warm up those shoulders. Anything of that sort, just to start warming up the upper body and the body in general. Okay, so our first exercise is going to be a dumbbell pullover. So this one can be used for 1 dumbbell or 2. It's up to you and whatever weight resistance that you have. I'll show you both. So if you're going to use 1, you're going to grab it by the ends. If you're going to use 2, clearly you're going to grab them by the handles. So you're going to lay on your back. I want you to bend your knees up so that you are able to press your low back to the floor, okay? Because here it's going to cause us to arch and we don't have as much control, and most people are then going to push out into their stomach. We do not want that. So bend those legs. Dumbbells are going to be straight up above you, okay? Like I said, press that low back into the floor. A soft elbow as we go over our head and we pull back up. So notice how I am pulling with these muscles, okay? I am not pulling with this. Ooh, if it was a tricep exercise, it would look like this. It is not a tricep exercise, okay? It is a lat exercise, which means all the way overhead, pulling up with those lats. Okay, so you want to breathe out through the sticking point, which is raising up. Okay, next is a lateral raise. So for this one, you're going to grab both dumbbells. Okay, probably lighter than you had for your dumbbell pullover, but if you only have 1, we only got 1. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and pull the shoulders back and set them down to start. Okay, you want a good solid base. Squeeze the glutes, core, ribs are pulled down. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and raise your arms out to the side, leading with those knuckles, and then coming back down. Okay, coming up, coming back down. I do not want to see swinging, okay, because then that means your dumbbells are too heavy for you and we need to find an alternative, whether that be water bottles or soup cans, okay? But otherwise, we also don't want our shoulders to creep up towards our ears, okay? You want to keep them down, raise, and lower, okay? From there, we have a Renegade row. So this one is going to be performed in our push-up position, which means we are going to be holding the dumbbells. We want to make sure our wrists are stacked underneath those shoulders. So your strongest point is going to be here. I do not want to see this because my shoulders are not over my wrists and my butt is in the air. Step forward, sink goes over the top. Okay, feet are going to be wide for a wider base, but you can also go from your knees. I'll go ahead and show you that as well. So feet wide, flat hips. Okay, you're going to drive one hand into the ground as you pull the other one up towards the hip. Set it down. You want to try to keep those hips as like straight to the ground as you can. Okay, so you don't want to do this. You want to keep those hips towards the ground. Okay, easier option, especially with your form, is going to be to drop to your knees. Okay, so if you feel your plank is limited, you feel like your butt is coming up in the air, you feel like your range of motion is like this, then drop to your knees. Okay, it's going to be the same thing. You want a little bit of a wider base. Press those hips to the floor so you're in a nice straight line. Dumbbells are going to be underneath those shoulders, pulling towards the hip, and then back down. Okay? Then we're going to go ahead and go into a shoulder press. So we're going to perform this one standing. So grabbing both dumbbells, out to the elbows are going to be out to the side. Okay, so you want a 90-degree angle at the elbow so they're out here. Don't let them collapse in. Okay, pressing up, locking those arms out, keeping those ribs pulled down. Okay, I do not want an arched back. Squeeze the glutes, ribs are down. Coming back down, all the way up, coming back down. Okay, and then our last one is going to be a commando with a shoulder tap. Move these out of the way. So your commando can be done from your knees or your toes. I'll show you both. So from your toes, you're going to start in an elbow plank. You're going to replace your elbow with your hand. Coming up, we're going to tap both shoulders, and then we're going to go back down to the elbows. Then we're going to go ahead and switch. The left hand is going to replace the elbow. Coming up, shoulder tap, back down. Same thing from the knees. Okay, from the knees, replace the elbow. Coming up so that our wrists are under the shoulders. Tap, tap, back down. Okay. So modifications for everything that is not, dumbbell strength based. Like I said, you can go ahead and use one dumbbell for the pullover to make it easier. You could also use one dumbbell for the shoulder press to make it easier. It's just going to change your angle. So if you only have like one heavy one, you can hold it by the ends, pressing over your head. Also a great option. Okay, if you have, tens and you don't feel like you can do a lateral raise with it, you can also grab something else, right? Like I said, soup cans, water bottles, anything of that sort is going to be the same thing, up and down, out to the side. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started. Our first one is going to be our dumbbell pullover for 10, our lateral raise for 10, back to back 3 times. Then we're going to do our Renegade row for 10 per side, 12 shoulder press, 10 commandos with a shoulder press for 3 rounds as well. Okay, so we're going to need a little bit more rest in here just because it is strength based. We're going to get tired. We're definitely probably going to be very tired at the end, but that's where the changes happen, right? So let's go ahead and get started. Dumbbell pullover. So 1 or 2 dumbbells, it's up to you. We're going to go for 10 reps on our back. Knees are bent. Ready? Here we go. 1, all the way overhead. 2, 3, 4, pull up with those muscles under the armpits. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. We're coming up for our lateral raise. So grab those dumbbells. Shoulders back. Glutes are tight. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Reaching with those knuckles. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, since we just have those 2, we're taking it back to the floor. Okay, we can rest for a second. All right, here we go. Grab those dumbbells. 1, all the way overhead. 2, 3, 4. Pull up with those muscles under the armpits. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. We're coming up for our lateral raise. So grab those dumbbells. Shoulders back. Glutes are tight. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Reaching with those knuckles. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, since we just have those two, we're taking it back to the floor. Okay, we can rest for a second. All right, here we go. Grab those dumbbells. 1, all the way overhead. 2, 3, 4. Pull up with those muscles under the armpits. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. We're coming up for our lateral raise. So grab those dumbbells. Shoulders back. Glutes are tight. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Reaching with those knuckles. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. All right, I'm going to set those down for a second so that we can give our arms a little bit of a rest, a little bit of a break. Next up, we have 10 Renegade rows per side, 12 shoulder press, and 10 commandos with our shoulder tap. Okay? So this one's going to be very challenging because we're going to go overhead, right, with our shoulder press, and then we're going to be in a plank position for the row and the commando. Okay? So it's going to be challenging. Drop the knees when you need to. Take a break when you need to. Okay? You can also always start on your toes and drop to your knees as well to make it easier for you, okay? If you start on your toes and you feel your form breaking, drop down to the knees and finish it out, okay? It's okay to do that, and then you can start the next set on the toes, drop to the knees, okay? Are we ready? We're starting with our Renegade row. Here we go. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, pulling back towards the hip, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. Good. If you're still working on those, it's okay. Finish them up. They're a challenging move for sure. And next up is going to be our shoulder press. So grabbing those dumbbells, pull them up, 12 reps. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Try not to tense up your neck. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Good. Set those aside. And next up is going to be our commando. This one's going to be 10 total, 5 per side, knees or toes. Here we go. Up, tap, tap, back down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Whew. Good. Finish those ones up. We're definitely going to take a rest here. Give the shoulders a break from all of our planking. How are we feeling? We good? We ready? Grab a drink of water if you need it really quick. Take a couple of deep breaths. All right, let's grab those dumbbells for our Renegade row. Here we go. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, pulling back towards the hip, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. Good. If you're still working on those, it's okay. Finish them up. They're a challenging move for sure. And next up is going to be our shoulder press. So grabbing those dumbbells, pull them up, 12 reps. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Try not to tense up your neck. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Good. Set those aside. And next up is going to be our Commando. This one's going to be 10 total, 5 per side, knees or toes. Here we go. Up, tap, tap, back down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Whew. Good. Finish those ones up. We're definitely going to take a rest here. Give the shoulders a break from all of our planking. How are we feeling? We good? We ready? Grab a drink of water if you need it really quick. Take a couple of deep breaths. All right, let's grab those dumbbells for our Renegade row. Here we go. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, pulling back towards the hip, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. Good. If you're still working on those, it's okay. Finish them up. They're a challenging move for sure. And next up is going to be our shoulder press. So grabbing those dumbbells, pull them up, 12 reps. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Try not to tense up your neck. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Good. Set those aside. And next up is going to be our Commando. This one's going to be 10 total, 5 per side, knees or toes. Here we go. Up, tap, tap, back down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Whew. All right. My arms feel like gorilla arms. Finish up your set. Okay, get those commandos in, your shoulder taps in. Okay, finish them up. Because if you stop 1 rep short every time, you're missing out on a lot. Okay? My arms literally feel like they're so large that my knuckles are going to be dragging on the ground, like that SpongeBob episode. Whew. All right. Great job, ladies. This is exactly why I said, hopefully you don't have to wash your hair. Because putting your arms up over your head for an extended period of time, also good thing my hair's already braided, because there's no way my arms would be able to stay up over my head to be able to braid my hair. So, great job today, ladies. Done, dusted, complete. Mark it off for the day. X your calendar. You are 1 step closer to whatever it is your goal was this week, okay? Number of workouts or time movement or minutes moved for the week. Whatever it is that your goal was this week, you are that much closer to it. Okay, so congratulations, you did it. You're taking the steps. You're doing awesome. Thank you for showing up, for pressing play, okay, for getting it done with me, whether it's morning, evening, afternoon, night, it is done. Okay, awesome job. I will see you for your next workout.